Okay, so let's quickly review week 7 and then look at week 8. So it was just pretty much the discussions this week, week 7. So for those of you that got in, the majority of you did very good posts, very good responses. Those have all been graded. Those of you that missed it, so please try and get that in. And on that note, if we look at the week 8, pretty much the majority of you who are behind any assignments, I've sent an email out today. Has a complete list of whatever you're missing. So we are in week 8, so we are going to be ending class in a couple weeks. So I want you all to get caught up and be current in your classwork so that way you pass the class. So as a couple of you have reached out to me via email or text. So if any of you have questions, email me, text me, or call me. It doesn't matter what time of day. And if I don't answer or respond to your text right, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Same with email too. So definitely reach out to me if you have any questions or need any help with that. So on that note, let's look at week 8. So we're in our 8th week of law enforcement operations and management, and we're going to go over challenges facing policing today here, going over terrorism, gangs, drugs, illegal immigration, and hate crimes. So you're going to read from chapter 12 of your textbook and then watch the week 8 lecture. For our discussion, we're going to go over issues with combating organized crime. So you're going to choose one type of criminal organization and provide your opinion on whether law enforcement strategies that are being employed have been successful or not in stopping these organizations. And if you please justify your answer. And you're also going to respond to another student as well on their post. Okay, so we also have our week 8 assignment 3 to submit as well. Law enforcement has seen drastic changes over the past 100 years, from educational requirements to the interpretation of the Bill of Rights. So law enforcement today are expected to perform their duties at a very high level of professionalism and morality. So unfortunately, when officers don't perform at the high level, it's their commanders who ultimately may be held responsible for their actions. So you're going to use their textbook or the internet or the Strayer Library to research some credible sources on the aforementioned issues as they relate to law enforcement operations and management. Okay, then you're going to write a 5 to 7 page paper. Remember, the 5 to 7 pages are the body of your paper. That doesn't include your title page or your reference page, so the body of your paper should be 5 to 7 pages. If you want to go more than that, that's great too. So you're going to explore the constraints on the police and the democratic societies and assess the management and leadership challenges. Cite real-world examples to strengthen your discussion and illustrate your points. So in this paper, you're going to examine the changing requirements that police hiring agencies have had for potential candidates over the last 50 years and discuss the effects on law enforcement organizations. Examine the 2 areas in which federal courts have placed limits on officers' constitutional rights due to the nature of their work and explain the reasoning. You're going to identify 3 constraints placed on law enforcement and examine how these constraints affect how law enforcement conducts their operations. Examine 2 current events in which police supervisors were held criminally liable for their officers' misconduct and explain the reasons why. And make sure you use at least 4 quality resources. And always remember, Wikipedia and other similar type sites do not qualify as an academic resource. So remember to use the Strayer writing standards in this paper. If you have any questions or concerns about that, let me know. And again, like I said earlier, if you've got any classwork due or that's overdue, let's start trying to get this in so we can get you all caught up and make sure everyone passes the class. So again, if you got any questions, call me, text me, and good luck to all of you in week 8.